Absolutely. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features two defenses who have proven they can get the job done as they both rank in the top 10 in fewest points allowed. It's the Broncos going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get out to San Diego. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we greet you from lovely San Diego, California. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down, Rivers. And his first pass is incomplete. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Plays the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Here we go.
They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, Rocket.
From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Sanders. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demarius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you're worried more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rivers now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And 13 yards that time of the first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And Green with a catch left side. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
In the backfield is Anderson. Throwing, Lynch. And he slings one that's incomplete. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they'll try again with Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The first down throw here for Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The reigning Super Bowl MVP, Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. In the backfield is Anderson. Once again, it's Lynch. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Here's Lynch. Hard throw, incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
$10 yards to go on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hunter Henry out of the University of Arkansas was definitely the consensus top tight end in the 2016 draft. I thought he might sneak into the first round. He didn't. But I think that Phillip Rivers is really happy to have him in San Diego. They're already starting to make that connection.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Patriot! Hey, ready! Black 15! 4!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A first down throw here for Rivers. His throw incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Detroit! Check motion. Check, Patriot!
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
To the air again here, Rivers. It's complete, right side to Benjamin. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Now it's Lynch. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's got time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch surveying the field. All kinds of time. Looking deep for Demarius. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 8 yards there and a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dwight Lowry. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 35 yards. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Norwood's got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this is incomplete. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The free safety, Dwight Lowry, in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for it with Anderson. Bulldozes past him. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Following the penalty, Anderson. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. And now a carry here for the fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Watching now, Barney.
A second down throw for Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Completes it to Norwood. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It just
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get him
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Newsom. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Right. Here we go.
On second down, Anderson. And some room to work. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Ready. Black 15. Watching. Kill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rivers now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On second down, Rivers again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They run. Anderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And now Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. When you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And how it turns out, it turns out. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Lynch. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third down and 4.
Watch right. Let's go. 3-19.
Lynch to throw again. A dump off to Anderson. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Finding time. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Lynch is going to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
12.
Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 man in the backfield is Gordon. Rivers on 1st down. Inman has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
One out. Watch the twist. Alpha. Check 4. Q. Show it.
One last shot now for Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He's able to find Inman. And he's brought down after a good game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From San Diego, so long and good night, everybody.